Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, or if you're new, welcome. We are back into more Amberlynn Reid content. We are back with the newest video, which, by the looks of it, is going to be more mental health excuses, so we're going to get into it and check out what Amber is up to, shall we?
Hey guys, welcome to a new vlog. So today is January 22nd and I just wanted to come on here and update you guys because in my last vlog, I was going through mental health.
Alright, just a quick pet peeve of mine. It's not going through mental health, you don't go through mental health, you're dealing with mental health issues, or your mental health right now is currently not good. Just pick one and stick with it.
And I still am. I'm trying not to let it get in the way of my everyday life.
Two of the biggest problems of both Foodie and Amber is that they use food as a coping mechanism, but also associate food with a good time, because while they're having a good time, they're also eating, so they associate food with that good time, when usually it's an add-on. It's not the main reason, it's part of the reason why they're also having a good time. Not to mention, we all know by now, Amber's mental health is directly tied to her relationships, so the moment it kind of goes downhill, that's when the depression kicks in.
I really do just want to rot in bed, but I'm not going to allow that. So I did get up, do my daily things and showered, put on a little bit of makeup because I do have quite a few cameos. So I am going to be actress Lynn, but it's not really even acting. I'm so appreciative of anyone who is actually buying my cameos because that's your hard-earned money and I appreciate it so much. So
yeah, no, Amber, you would not know appreciation if it smacked you upside the head, because straight up, I've seen how you treat your members, and I'm just appalled on your behalf, let alone if I would ever do that to someone, I would hope someone would put me in my place.
I really want to give my all, even though deep within, I am not doing the greatest. And last night, I cut my hair. I have been doing really good with that. I do it every 2 months, and it's honestly drastically helping with my hair. For the longest time, I didn't cut it. And it's so easy, especially when you have long hair, to just trim it yourself.
I would tell Amber to go to a hair salon, but I think we all know the reason why she probably can't go to one. And it's no hate, it's just a reality. She probably couldn't fit in the chair, and even if she did, there's a potential chance that she might break it. But, dude, if you have mental health issues right now and you're not trying to manipulate us, go to a salon, get your hair cut. It can do wonders for someone's mental health.
So I took off a few inches and it just feels so much better. Also, since switching to Pantene, I have always stood by Pantene. I stopped using it. My hair turned to shit, but my hair has turned to shit for a multitude of reasons.
Maybe because you don't look after it, you don't maintain it, you don't clean it, you don't wash it, you don't do anything you should do in order to look after it. You won't even go get it professionally cut or treated.
Alrighty, I made it safe and sound.
I'm sorry, but listening to her talk about depression and then cutting to this scene where she set up the camera, walked back outside, came in and thought of a one-liner, it's dude, we all know it's an act. It's just fake, I'm sorry. It's giving the exact same energy of the people who set up a camera, who sit down on the floor, cry, stand up, pick up the camera, turn it off, film, edit, do all that stuff, and then post it. It's are we supposed to not believe that you didn't do this for attention?
Hi guys, so it is January 23rd, so it is the next day, and I did stop filming yesterday. So just a real quick Amazon haul that I got yesterday. I got another perfume because I am trying to do out with the old, in with the new. As you can see, all my perfume is here, which I will be actually putting it in my closet. I am starting a spring cleaning, even though it's not spring yet.
You might want to do yourself a favor and learn some financial responsibility, because you keep buying pointless stuff. There is going to come a time in which your views are not going to cut it. People are not going to buy your merch, they're not going to buy your memberships, they're not going to buy your cameos, and then you may have to live with Mama Lynn. And I don't think she's going to tolerate your shit for much longer, because if you're kicked out of the house multiple times before, what's to say that she won't do that again?
Just going through all my stuff and just really cleaning from the top to the bottom. It's enjoyable for me. It's very therapeutic. And this behind me is looking absolutely hexacana. So I'm going to be taking every single thing off of here and just going through it all, dusting it, and then just completely redecorating. But anyways, so
I think she's going to be decorating for Valentine's Day, and I don't think she's broken up with Emily just yet, so this is going to be very awkward.
I don't know how to fully pronounce this, but it's acai something or other. And when I sprayed it yesterday, like, oh my God, I was like, damn, that smells so good. It's very florally and fruity, but it's like subtle. It's nothing too crazy. And then also because Valentine's Day is coming up.
Oh boy, look at that.
I got these cute little wooden decorative pieces. One says Kiss Me, XOXO, and Be Mine. I thought they were super cute.
I'm willing to bet we're not going to be seeing those in a few days.
And they just set up like this. So when I rearrange all this, I think I want to keep up this one all year round because it's cute and it's pink.
Not to mention, you would also need a constant reminder for your partners to show any bit of affection towards you.
So a couple updates. I did end up finishing The Housemaid's Secret by Frida McFadden, and I gave it a 3.25 out of 5 stars.
Dude, I understand you think it's quirky and cute, but like, no, just say, it's 3 stars, 4 stars, 3.5 stars. Like, that's it. Like, you don't need the decimal point. Just say 3.5.
I will say I was not expecting the twist. I feel like the twist is a lot better in this one than it was in her first book, which is just The Housemaid.
Well, you have a complete lack of self-awareness, and to this day, even after a dozen breakups, you still don't understand why you're broken up with.
But I feel like The Housemaid was more entertaining, so that's why I gave that one 4 stars out of 5. And now I'm actually about halfway through Ward D by Frida McFadden. I'm kind of in like a Frida McFadden era of my life. So I want to read a few of her books because so many people recommend them, and I've never read any of her books. And so far, I'm enjoying them.
Oh, it's a TikTok thing, isn't it?
So another thing I want to update on is I finally have memberships. I actually did it today. So the memberships can change in the future, but for right now, we're doing Stream Queens again, and I'm going to be going live once a week, every Tuesday. It'll literally just be a membership live for me and my members. So definitely join so we can have that 2-hour live stream. And it's going to be super fun. And we could talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. It's genuinely just going to be a good time.
Yeah, no, considering your mental health right now and what it's going to be in a couple days once you get broken up with, I don't think it's going to be a good time. It's going to be a very, very bad time. Not to mention, livestream era was just so goddamn boring, and even Beck being there was only just bearable.
So a second thing is, I didn't really know if I wanted to talk about this because it is such like a heavy topic in the community, but I have been struggling really hard with my mental health, and I have been vocalizing that.
Oh, is it going to be an apology to Beck or Zach or, I don't know, anyone and everyone that you shit on?
So I figured why not also mention this, but I do have a scheduled consultation with a therapist. It is someone who specializes in BPD and CTPSD, which I have both of those things.
Yeah, that's still up for debate.
So the consultation isn't for a while, so that's why I was like, I don't even know if I want to mention this, but I do want to let you guys know that like the ball is rolling and things are happening with that because I really do need to see someone. I am just not doing the greatest, and it's not really like my BPD in this moment. It's definitely just like anxiety and just like a lot of like external things that are happening, and I just feel like I'm shutting down mentally, and I'm trying really hard not to let that happen. And that's why like I'm still vlogging. Like normally like feeling like this would have sent me down like a space where I genuinely don't even know if I would have been able to get out of it.
Cut to 2 days ago of her thirst trapping on TikTok.
I wouldn't have been filming, I wouldn't have been productive at all, but I'm still like trying to be productive and trying to have like a positive outlook in life. But right now it's hard, like for the lack of a better term, and no pun intended, it just feels really, really heavy. I feel like the weight of the world is on my shoulders and it's scaring me.
Well, if you want the weight of the world taken off your shoulders, Amber, do yourself a favor, admit that you're a shitty person, and start fixing the problems that you have caused. Apologize to Beck, give them the money that you owe them. Apologize to Zach, apologize to Geordie, apologize to anyone, everyone you have lied about, you have hurt, you have harmed, and just done to cause any issue in their life. Make amends, and people might see that you're trying to be a better person. You probably won't get everyone on your side, but you can at least change people like myself. I'm willing to give you the benefit of the doubt if you actually want to be a better person. Of course, you're not going to do that because you don't think you're in the wrong.
I have felt like this a few times in the past. I have been able to get out of it, so I'm hoping that obviously this time is the same as well.
You might want to do yourself a favor and be very careful with what you're saying, because if you do a certain type of baiting, because you have apparently done that before, people are not going to take too kindly to it.
Hello, hello. So it is the next day. It is January 24th. So many numbers, so many dates. I'm actually just in the middle of doing some of my cleaning / productive rounds. It's definitely making me feel better. I'm telling you, my mental health is shit. And every single day I expect to wake up and feel better, but it's not happening.
Have you tried, doing something different other than cleaning? Like maybe go out, maybe spend time with family, maybe go on a diet, do something healthy, exercise, things that have been proven to improve your mental health. Any of that? Take medication that might also help. Get some self-esteem, don't rely on other people for validation.
Being productive does send off some endorphins for me, so it does help, but like I just feel this sense of just straight up depression, and there's just a lot going on, and I don't want to keep yapping about it. I kind of just want to move on from that, like when it comes to like talking about it in my videos.
Then stop.
Of course, I'll take care of it privately because it's not good to just like completely ignore your mental health. But anyways, I wanted to update you guys on the puzzle I started and the Lego I started.
Honestly, Amber, like just do anything that is outside the house that doesn't involve eating. Like go spend time with your mom and go spend time with your grandmother. Go, bug your aunt, try to get back into her life. Hell, go be friends with Alexis again. Like start some drama with that bullshit. Anything that involves you being outside the house for 2 seconds.
So the Lego I'm doing is literally wasabi. Isn't it adorable? And this is how much I have completed. We have the little feet done. We're starting on the body. It does not look like a cat at all, especially when it's like facing this way. And then this is the puzzle that I'm working on. And that is how much has been completed. I've only worked on it like twice.
I need to know before I start a puzzle whether or not I have time to dedicate to it, because I become extremely obsessed when I start something, and if I'm going to just leave a puzzle laying around for days or weeks on end, that's going to drive me up the goddamn wall. It also doesn't help the fact that I don't do like 200 or 300 ones, I do thousands of ones. Like that is a very, very big project. Effectively, the largest one I did was about 10,000, and that took up like my entire kitchen table, and like I could not eat at my table for about a month because of it.
It is a lot harder than I was expecting it to be, but I still enjoy it.
And yet she was complaining because the back made it easier for people to put it together.
I'm LOLing that you guys can actually see my face right now, but I'm sure you guys remember that for my birthday video, I said that my mom gave me something super sentimental and I was going to share it with you guys. So I wanted to do that right now. I grew up in and out of foster care. I have 3 brothers. 2 of them were put in closed adoption.
No, Amber, you shouldn't have done this. You really should not have done this because you know your audience and you know what's going to happen.
One of them, it happened almost right when he was born. And the other one I lived with for a while. I actually saved his life when he was a baby. He was my everything. My grandma Judy was also my everything. Obviously, so was my brothers James and Tony. So one of the hardest things I've ever had to experience was Jonathan being put up for adoption and my grandma Judy passing away. And it's almost as if I forgot what they looked like because all of that happened when I was very young. I was 11 when Jonathan was put up for adoption, and I was 13 when my grandma passed away. And I didn't know this, but my mom had a photo album from the time that I was actually in foster care. And this actually shows my brothers, my dad, my grandma Judy, me during some visitations.
Oh, dude, you really should not have done this.
And I wanted to share them with you guys. This is James when he was a baby. And since then, James is now Austin. And when he turned 18, he found me and my mom.
Damn, that must have been Austin's biggest regret, was finding Amber.
So again, here's James.
I can understand the sentimental value of referring to him as James, but if his name is now Austin, you should just respect that.
Here's James and my dad. This was just like this little room that we got to have like visitation in. And this was before James got put up for closed adoption. And once he was put up for closed adoption, obviously we were not allowed to see him anymore. So again, my dad and James. So this is when I ultimately started bawling my eyes out. This is Jonathan. This is literally the other half of my heart, a very, very big half of my heart. I'm gonna start crying. He was everything. He was everything to me, and there he is again.
Amber, it means nothing. You saying those things mean absolutely nothing. You had said that about Rarity, and you lost her. You were willing to give her away, and you did give her away to Wraith at one point, so, like, means nothing.
And that's me in the back right there. And then here is me, my brother Tony, and there's Jonathan again. And this is one of the last times that I got to see him. I had no idea.
I just realized the parallel between Amber and her siblings and me and my siblings. Like, Amber is the oldest. I have my sister, who was also the oldest. I have my older brother James, and then she has the younger brother Tony. Then there's me, and then Jonathan, and then there's my youngest brother and Austin. That is so weird.
That was actually the case, because I did not know that he was going up for adoption until it actually happened.
Then there's a dynamic of me not talking to both my brothers because they're both jackasses.
And it literally broke my soul. Here's my dad and James again. Here's my dad, Jonathan, Tony, and me. So me and Tony were not put up for adoption. A, because we were so much older and people don't really want to adopt older kids.
Also, you're just a little shit back then. I mean, you still are now, but, like, you get my point.
It's a lot easier for babies to be adopted. And another big reason is my mom just didn't think she was a suitable enough parent to raise 2 other children.
Which, honestly, I don't really understand why people would want a baby, because, like, I don't want children, but if I was to ever want children, I would probably just adopt, and I wouldn't go for a baby. Probably, like, maybe 6, 7, 8 years old. Like, skip over the hard years.
And this is when I literally bawled my eyes out. This is my grandma Judy and James here. And then here's another one of my grandma Judy and James. And you can just tell, like, I can tell because I remember her. Right here, she's so happy, and I could tell that she's smiling, and it's just really sweet.
I mean, of course she'd be happy. She's spending time with her grandchild that's potentially going to be getting adopted soon, so of course she's going to be spending it the best time she can, being happy, creating those moments.
More of James and my dad. I'm sorry about the glare, but there's no other way for me to do this. It's more of James, my dad, Jonathan, and here is my social worker, and then the lady that is supposed to, like, be there for our visitation, because we were watched and there was notes being taken and all of that. Here's more of James. So this is actually in the trailer where a lot of bad things happened. A lot of bad things. So this is my brother Tony sitting in the living room, and here I am, and it's like looking back at all of this just brings up so much memories. This door was open literally 24/7. So this was actually the curtain in the living room, because that's the only place where we had room for the crib. So Jonathan's crib used to be right here, and this is actually where the curtain on the string wrapped around his neck, and I saved his life.
A bit of a weird segue, like, you go from having an emotional moment talking about your grandmother who's passed to, do you guys remember me saving my brother's life? Like, he nearly died, like, fond memory, here's a photo of the curtain that nearly choked him to death.
Back here is the kitchen, and then behind me is like a hallway that goes down to like the bathroom, my parents' room, and other places like that. But like, this is crazy. It was genuinely so crazy. But there I am, and I was a good kid, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, no, Amber, I remember so many stories of you being a little shit, so I think that is a lie.
There's James, there's Jonathan again, and there's my grandma and James again. And I do call him James in these pictures. Austin does not mind, because his parents actually kept the name James. So his middle name is James. I just thought that was super cool that his parents did that.
I mean, if he doesn't mind, then it's just really whatever then.
And then here's more of him. And then the last photo is Jonathan again. Again, we were just like sitting in the small little visitation room, and that was one of the last times I saw him. So it's like having this genuinely meant the absolute world to me, and I bawled my eyes out. You guys genuinely have no idea. Like,
I mean, kind of on a personal level, but at the same time, most people experience loss and they understand what it's like to lose someone, so condescending and rude.
to have that like in my presence, and for my mom to like pass that down to me like just meant the world to me.
I really hope Mama Lynn kept the originals for herself and gave Amberlynn like photocopies, because like we know how Amber is.
But I do want to end this vlog. I hope that you guys did enjoy it, and honestly, I'm sorry I've been kind of like Debbie Downer, down in the dumps. I'm actually going to be hanging out with my mom tomorrow, and I think that's going to make me feel genuinely a lot better. I'm not sure if I'm going to vlog or not. I've been vlogging every single day, and I don't think I've stopped since sometime in November, but it's been like a nice outlet for me, whether I'm sad, happy, it doesn't even matter. I enjoy sharing my life with you guys, or some of the pieces that I choose to share. But anyways, I am gonna end this vlog, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.
Alright guys, coming to the end of the video, thank you for watching, I hope you guys enjoyed, and also welcome to all the new subscribers. Like, there was a bunch from last night, so thank you for joining, I really appreciate it, and a lot of you are so genuinely kind, like new or old, all of you are so kind. Again, thank you for watching, I hope you guys enjoy, and as always, I hope to see lovely people in Foodie's video. Bye bye.